13 huge Neighbours spoilers for next week. What's next on Ramsay Street? Next week on Neighbours, Byron and Nicolette scramble to deal with the trouble that Victor has caused with his meddling. Elsewhere, Leo suffers badly after the poisoning incident, while Harold seems to be hiding a secret from Carl. Here's our full guide to 13 big moments coming up. 1. Amira rejects Nicolette. Amira doesn't react well to Victor's latest approach, as she's frustrated that they're even talking about the issue again. She makes it very clear to Nicolette that they were never going to be in a proper relationship as she lives on the other side of the country. Despite this valid point, Nicolette can't help feeling disappointed. 2. Sadie and Byron declare their love. Sadie admits that Victor's wild meddling left her feeling uncomfortable, but she confirms that she's willing to move past it. The relationship crisis helps the young couple to realize how much they mean to each other, and they declare their love for the first time. 3. Mackenzie upsets Amira. Haas wants Mackenzie to tread carefully with Amira to keep the peace. Sadly, they end up arguing again when Mackenzie discovers that Haas's family have left her out of his upcoming legal defense. Mackenzie snaps and tells Amira that Haas described her as annoying. Understandably upset over this, Amira announces that she's leaving Erinsborough. 4. Amira makes a big decision. Amira concedes that she has been overbearing following Haas's accident, but she explains that it's because they'd been apart for so long. Later, Amira bows out on good terms with both Mackenzie and Haas as she heads off to deal with a work emergency back home. 5. Leo learns of a suspect in the poison mystery. The case looks set to receive greater scrutiny when a popular true crime podcast picks up on the unresolved mystery. A prime suspect emerges when Leo learns that dashcam footage proves drug dealer Shannon was in the area at the time of the sabotage. 6. Leo faces a backlash. This causes further problems for Leo's business, as he's hit by more function cancellations and refund requests. Meanwhile, Shannon is questioned by Andrew and she admits visiting the vineyard to vandalize property. However, she insists that she ultimately changed her mind and played no part in the poisoning. 7. Leo pursues a second mystery. Krista encourages Leo to ask Paul or Reese for help, but he's too stubborn to seek a handout and vows to deal with it alone. Leo also becomes preoccupied by the identity of illegally_blonde_07, the mystery online account which tipped off the Crimesborough podcast about his poor decision regarding the bottle. 8. Toadie and Therese can't agree over Nell and JJ. Therese questions Toadie's harsh stance, but he explains that Nell is nearly the same age that Sonia was when she first started having issues as a teenager. He doesn't want Nell to start making similar mistakes. Therese still isn't sure Therese doing the right thing and points out that Nell will push the boundaries if their parenting approach is too strict. 9. Nell's feelings for JJ are revealed. Toadie ends up lifting the ban following repeated advice from Therese and the Varga Murphys that he's taking the wrong approach. However, Therese is left with a dilemma when Nell confides in her privately about how she does have a crush on JJ after all. 10. The Pooper scandal takes a new twist. Mackenzie admits that she's to blame as she spoke to a law school friend about the Erinsborough Pooper drama. The friend in question turned out to be up against Jacob in a legal case and shared the information to discredit him. 11. Harold hires a secret. Harold plays along when Carl assumes that he's merely ignorant to the benefits of preventative medicine. He feigns interest when Carl talks him through it, but his facade drops when the doctor leaves. What is Harold hiding? 12. Jane gets defensive over Vic. Feeling uncomfortable over this reminder of the past, Jane makes an excuse to avoid the family break. Nicolette reminds her mum that Vic is dying and they need to enjoy the time they have left with him, but Jane remains defiant and points out that she's now engaged to Mike. This still isn't enough to satisfy Nicolette, who accuses Jane of overthinking things. 13. Chaos erupts at Irene Rising. Jane is so distracted by her family dramas that she accidentally leaves the connecting door between Erinsborough High and Irene Rising unlocked. Unruly students waste no time before invading the retirement community, setting off a stink bomb in the courtyard.
Các bạn vừa theo dõi một sản phẩm của Home and Away Spoiler Today. Xin chào.